Outlaw here. We all know that I'm a man of my word, so you can trust me when I tell you this. Scott Larson's here, and he's got your hashtag truth.
Cause we're always looking out for you. Always looking out for you. Always looking out for you. Always looking out for you.
Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight we have the one, the only, the ref, the man who's got his hand in every organization, it seems, in North Carolina, Mr. Ben Wolfe. How you doing, man?
How you doing? I'm glad to be here. Been trying to get on your show for a while.
Yeah, we've had a lot of hit and misses, my health and things going on with you. And like I said, you got your hand in a lot of stuff, a lot of organizations. You're doing great out there. So you first thing I want to talk about is you're a part of Excalibur. You are a referee there, and you do a little bit of backstage work for them. So tell us a little bit about that.
I work with a guy who's known as Player, a.k.a. James Roberts. I help.
Right.
I'm his partner in Excalibur Wrestling. I help out backstage and rep on there. Lately, I've been doing mostly backstage stuff because I feel like that's where I need to be for right now.
There you go. I love that. I love that about you. So how long have you been refereeing?
7 months.
7 months. So you're still kind of green. You're still training and learning and growing. But I've seen you ref in quite a few matches, and you're getting yourself out there. So, there's only one person, and we're about to get to that. There's only one person that has a problem with your ref.
Well, who's that?
Well, you know him. You know him by Outlaw.
Oh, the Rent-A-Cop.
The Rent-A-Cop. Okay. Well, that's a great plug-in because we're gonna show you what Rent-A-Cop had to say about you. Let's start right off the bat with that. Let's show the clip.
Well, I hear the train coming.
So, Ben Wolfe. Ben Wolfe's gonna be on hashtag truth, Scott Larson. Sounds to me like a middle-aged, out-of-shape referee that ran his mouth and got his ass whooped. He's trying to make something out of nothing. You trying to get famous off my name, boy? You put your hands on me in that match several times, and you screwed me up. Anybody can go back and watch it. I was having a good old time on Scott Larson's little show, and then you put your 2 cents in. So as far as I'm concerned, son, you got what you deserve. Don't make me out to be the bad guy. You got between me and Jack Morgan. And then you went whining. The Outlaw beat me up. Got me suspended. As far as I'm concerned, the suspension from Excalibur Championship Wrestling is a bunch of BS. And I'm going to wipe my ass with that suspension because I'm coming for you, Jack. We got unfinished business. So, Jack, if you end up with that title, which I highly doubt, I'm coming for it. I deserve it. I've earned it. And I'm the best. Hands down. So I will show up. Suspension or not. And I will be jerking knots and asses. And son, ain't nothing anybody can do about it. Then Wolfe, don't make something out of nothing. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. I'll be paying attention to Scott Larson's #truth. And you best keep my name out of your mouth, or I will put my fist in there. And Jack Morgan, I am coming for you whether you have a title or not. Because we got unfinished business, me and you. And I'm going to finish it. And I am a man of my word.
Well, there you have it. He's called the Outlaw, and he wasn't too happy. He said he said you put your hands on him first. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't have had to put my hands on him if he was following the rules and doing what he was told. He wasn't listening to anything I told him to do in the ring when I told him to back off from people, so I had to get physical with him. As everybody clearly saw, when he had the figure 4 on holding on the ropes, I had to physically tell him to get off because he had broken the rules.
There you go. I watched the match. I was watching it live on Facebook here, and you're telling the truth. I can't say you're not telling the truth. Let's get to some of this stuff. Joshua Tesner said, "Hey, hope you guys are well. We're doing great." Jordan Payne of No Pain No Gain Wrestling Podcast saying, "How y'all doing?" Oh, he's here. There he is. He's watching. William Melton, I'm sorry, man, said, "How's it going, Ben Wolfe?"
Good, Milt.
Ringsiders from Nevada says, "Greetings and salutations." Margie, now we're going to talk a little bit about AML, and there's Miss Margie. How you doing? When you were talking earlier, you said you mean playa, not player. You said player. He's just correcting
I know.
you.
I never can say it right. He always gives me a hard time about it. James does.
Luke Fury says, "Yes, sir, Scott Larson." How you doing, Luke? Welcome to #. William Melton says, "Ben is doing a great job." I agree with that. James Kiefer said, "Hello, fellas." How you doing, James? Uh-oh. Big Man says, "Trying to get famous off my name, Bo." Okay. Margie said, "Wow." Outlaw said, "You better start apologizing."
I ain't going to apologize for anything. I wasn't wrong.
Odell said, "This sounds familiar." My boy Luke Christian, how you doing, man? Smiley Feelgood says, "I'm here, enough said." Okay, there you go, without a doubt. Anna says, "Oh, and Ben Wolfe, y'all better run." Wow, they're just gonna keep going and keep going, man. I will be here all day with those messages, but let's get into Mr. Ben Wolfe, man. So, what started your love in professional wrestling, man? Tell us about how you got into professional wrestling.
Actually, it was a friend of mine, a guy who wrestles called Crazy J.
Okay.
And he asked me to come to this. Had been asked me to come to a show, and I just kept on putting it off. Finally, came to a show, and I was like, "Wow, this is pretty cool." It was something I wanted to do originally anyway, was to get into wrestling as a ref, and I thought I'd be pretty good at it. So I watched the show as a fan for 2 shows. Then I asked the promoter to help out backstage. Did that for a couple shows, and then asked him if I could be trained to ref, and that's how it started for me.
There you go, man. There you go. So where did you do your first reffing gig? At what show did you do your first reffing show?
Gastonia Pro Wrestling in Gastonia, North Carolina.
There you go. There you go. Awesome, man. Do you remember who was the competitors in the ring when you the first match you had?
No, I don't. Well, actually, yeah, I do remember the first match I actually ref. It was not at GPW. It was actually, well, yes, it was. The first match I refereed was actually JJ Jackson, and I forget who he's versing.
Who he was wrestling?
Yeah.
William Melton said, I think Excalibur needs to book a match between Ben Wolfe and Outlaw to show who is the real Law and Order in Excalibur. Oh, boy, they want you to get in the ring and wrestle, man. What do you think about that?
Well, I did that once at GPW against Riker, and as everybody saw, that didn't turn out too well for me.
Well, I like your reffing, man. You do a really good job in reffing. It's just amazing that Outlaw is feeling the way he's feeling. I don't think he's going to quit anytime soon. He's definitely got it out for you. I think he's put like 3 promos out already talking about you, and he's just not going to give up on it.
Well, that's okay. I saw his promos and everything like that, and just let him know, he wants to come to the show this Sunday and do more damage to me. Well, if that's the case, I made a phone call and I got an ace up my sleeve. So got a surprise for him this Sunday if he shows up and wants to start problems with me.
There you go, without a doubt. Speaking of great refs, Bobby Gardner, how you doing, man? Welcome to #Truth. Smiley Feelgood says, look like someone is stealing my stuff. Hashtag idiots is my thing. And hashtag find something else. I have no idea who's impersonating. Who would want to impersonate Smiley Feelgood?
I think he might be talking about Outlaw.
Oh, I got you. Outlaw says hashtag stab the ref. Odell O, not them. William Melton said he'd be the ref if you would fight Outlaw. He also said he's doing great. All right, great. So what are some of the future plans for Ben Wolfe? Like I said at the beginning of the show, you've got your hands in a lot of different organizations and things like that. You're like I'd say part owner, or you're high into Excalibur Wrestling. What can we look forward to in the future from Excalibur Wrestling?
We're going to have a lot of matchups that a lot of people haven't seen around here. We got some good guys we're hoping to get booked for future shows that people have not seen in this area a lot of. So we're trying to be innovative when it comes to our matchups and our bookings.
Right, without a doubt. And who would you say got you to want to be a ref? A lot of times when wrestlers become wrestlers, it's because they had, they grew up watching wrestling, or, just wrestling caught their eye and they thought, wow, this is cool, I got to try it. Did you have a certain ref that you liked growing up, or did you just think, oh, wow, I'd like to do that?
It was more of, I think I'd like to do that, and I think I'd be good at it.
Okay. I got you. I mean, there's plenty of great referees out there. I thought maybe you'd emulate one. Do you watch referees? Do you study other referees when you're at the shows and things like that to see if you could
guys that I look
get better?
at and I watch and stuff like that. I catch myself now watching professional wrestling when I do watch it, looking at the refs and mostly instead of the wrestlers now.
Right. Margie says the wrestlers need to listen to the referee. That's why we referee. We're always in the ring doing our job.
She ain't wrong right there.
William Melton said the Outlaw is nothing more than an overpaid dog catcher. Wow. So you've been called a rent-a-cop and a dog catcher tonight, Outlaw. Outlaw versus Ben. They both would lose. Okay. Maybe a draw? Is that what you're saying? Smiley said, no, he watched me and got tired of me calling him a fat cheeseburger, lazy idiot. Okay. Now he's definitely talking about Outlaw. That there's no doubt. I can tell from that explanation.
Yeah.
Outlaw says it's no match. It would be snuff film, nothing up his sleeve but body odor. Wow.
Well, you know what, Scott? What's really funny is everybody's called him a dog catcher, a rent-a-cop, but nobody's called Outlaw a professional wrestler. I wonder why.
I love that. That is so. Well, we're going to be right back with Ben Wolfe after this quick message from Excalibur Championship Wrestling. Let's hear from the Bassmaster.
Bassmaster here. This Sunday, Excalibur Championship Wrestling, the Bassmaster is to go one-on-one with Mr. Fireball. Now see, earlier today, I found out Mr. Fireball is scared to go one-on-one with the Bassmaster and has backed out of this match. Kinda don't blame him. I think he's scared because he saw what I did to the coffee drinking, donut eating outlaw last weekend. Just takes that. Getting hooked. 1, 2, 3. Well, I talked with Excalibur Championship Wrestling Management, and I told them I'm not winning no title unless I earn it for these fans of Excalibur Championship Wrestling. I'm not going to sit there and win that way. So I told Excalibur I will vacate the title and issue an open challenge to anyone in the Excalibur roster. So, with that said, the Bassmaster is looking for a fight. You better bring your A game, because he's looking to make that big catch for the TV championship. See you there Sunday, Excalibur Championship Wrestling, Lincoln, North Carolina, 634 Center Drive.
There you have it, the Bassmaster, one of many up-and-coming talents right there at Excalibur Championship Wrestling. So, do you think that Excalibur is going to give the Bassmaster another crack at the Outlaw?
Oh, we might down the road. But, you know, why give that rent-a-cop another shot at a belt when, you know, he's not that good to begin with and he can't follow rules?
Bobby Gardner said, shots fired. There you go. I love it. Smiley Feelgood says he's the biggest idiot I know. I think he's talking about Jack. Aftershock says Outlaw is the third person to beat me in 2020, and so y'all better watch him. He can pull out wins. And the Outlaw says, you keep digging your own grave, I'll whip anyone that feels froggy. Just jump. So what do you think about all the up-and-coming talent that's coming into Excalibur Championship Wrestling? Who do you got your eye on? Who do you think might pull themselves away from the pack there at Excalibur and become the Excalibur heavyweight champion?
Well, one of the guys that might be pretty good because he's got a good gimmick, does some good promos and vignettes is Jack Insane.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the heavyweight title tournament, man, and I think he would be a good heavyweight champion. He does a good bit of promoting for shows and everything like that. I think he'd be a good asset for the company.
Without a doubt. What do you think about somebody like maybe one of the Disciples of Chaos winning the championship?
It would be interesting. It would be absolutely interesting to see that person win it. Not he deserves it, but it'd be hard to get him off of Odell Lowe because he's such a big man.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a big man without a doubt. And Odell Lowe alone, I mean, if he was to get a championship, you'd have to probably put him in a bunch of triple threats and and four-way dances, because it would take that many guys to just beat him down to get him out of the ring or get him out of the just to stop him.
Yeah, it would.
Sounds like my services might be needed down these guys' way. Book it, says Bobby Gardner.
Oh, we'd love to have
Jack
Bobby out
Postel
there.
says Jack Postel says COD is totally weak. Okay. Jamie says that ref is one of the biggest dummies I know. Uh-oh. Speaking of player, he says Odell's winning, you idiots. And then you've got, oh my gosh. Then you got this guy who was in the tournament. I don't know if he's in the tournament any longer. The things happen, man, but he says, hey, Margie, you go, Ben. You was doing your job. So all the referees are behind you, man. They're all telling you that you're doing a great job and that you did everything. Ben, Scott, how are y'all, man? I am doing great. Welcome to the show, good. Nick. Smiley says, this Sunday I'm bringing someone with me to show him the idiots there are in Lincolnton, North Carolina. So do you make it a habit of going around and just pointing out idiots, Smiley? Ain't you got something better to do with your time? Like train? Just saying. Just saying. So, Ben, outside of professional wrestling, what do you like doing, man?
I help out with Boy Scouts, sir.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. Tell me a little bit about that. How long have you been doing that, and what got you started in that?
My kids got me started in that because they wanted to join Scouts, and I just figured it would be fun to be a leader and help out there. So I've been doing that probably 6 or 7 years now.
Well, that's cool, man. So are you the guy that gives out the badges when they do things the way they're supposed to?
Yeah, I'm one of the guys who helps out with the merit badges and everything like that, but we have scout leaders. My job is to be the religious emblem coordinator. I'm the one who takes care of all their religious rewards.
Okay. Can you give us an example of one of those awards?
Well, there is for Boy Scouts, there is first aid merit badges. For religious purposes, there's the Follow God Award. So
okay,
yeah, and Scouts has been pretty good.
Not to get too religious on the show or anything, but you know, do they have what do they have to do to get the Follow God Award? I mean, is it just something that they get for like maybe reading verses out of the Bible or
yeah, and understanding questions and different things like that?
Okay, I got you. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Is there anything else that you do for hobbies outside of wrestling?
Nope. No, sir.
No, it's just wrestling and
a lot of my time.
Okay, I got you. I bet it does. I know you're up in Lincolnton all the time, man. That's like your second home, ain't it?
Yeah, I help out a gentleman named Dizzy, Thomas Scott.
Okay.
Is one of the wonderful sponsors of the show, Titan. I help in the building and open up the building and doing for him, and I also ref for him.
Okay. Player said, didn't Smiley lose to Fireball in the TV title tournament? I'd rather lose to Dom than Fireball. Oh, my goodness. But I'll say one thing, player, though. Dom was looking pretty snazzy in that purple suit the other day, man. There's nobody that's better dressed than Dom when it comes to going to a wrestling show now.
No. Dom takes the cake.
Yeah, right. And he's a great videographer. He knows what he's doing with a video camera, editing, and things like that. If you need a show done right, Dom is the guy to go to, man. Without a doubt. I'll give Dom his props all day long and twice on Sunday. Outlaw said Smiley's just mad he hasn't child support. He hasn't got child support from his daddy, Mo Stooge. Oh my God! Keep talking bad about me. I'm gonna flip you off. Okay, well here we go. They're gonna start fighting over here in the comments. I'm gonna let them two go. They sound like they're having a good time. So what do you want to accomplish in your wrestling career, in your reffing career, man? Tell me what the future holds for Ben Wolfe.
I'd like to be able to get outside of the Lincolnton area and ref other places. I've had a couple of people call me and message me and ask me to get with me about reffing at other places outside of this area. I've had Rapid Wrestling want me to do a show in March at the Wow Factor, but then they want me to come up to Cleveland, Ohio and do a show. So that'll be the first time I've been out of state. That's in May.
Yeah, man. Cleveland rocks, man. That's all I can say about that. Oh, Rapid Wrestling, them guys up there run a good show. They came down here and challenged Titan Wrestling Southside. They did a whole show, and they won some and lost some. That's all I could say. It was a pretty good show, man. Titan versus the Cleveland group up there, and they got some pretty good people up there, man. I would definitely tell any wrestler or anybody go up there and take a shot up there in Cleveland and wrestle with them boys, and it will definitely be a good time, without a doubt. I'm telling you. All right, here we go. The Bassmaster's chiming in. Hey guys, what's up? Hey Jack, welcome to Hashtag Truth,
Jack?
man. I just did your promo a little while ago. We're looking to see you in Lincolnton this Sunday, and I will be there this Sunday. If everything goes right, me and my family will be there ringside, so we're definitely going to watch those matches. But we're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to hear from Titan Wrestling Southside, and we'll be right back with more from Ben Wolfe.
The pieces of you and me. What is left of this wilted rose falls to the ground, but nothing grows. It all comes crashing down on top of me.
There you have it, Titan Wrestling Southside. Now, if you watch closely, you were repping some of those matches during those clips.
Yep.
Do you have a good
I
time when
thoroughly
you're
enjoy repping for Titan, man. It's a fun time going up there. A lot of great guys and everything like that working up there, so it's real fun.
Right, without a doubt, man. When you're in there refereeing, man, are you in a different world? Do you get out? Do you forget about everything that's going on out there in the real world? What's your mindset when you're in there refereeing?
Well, it's my mind is in a different place. I forget what's going on outside the ring, but I'm always conscious and mindful of what I'm doing and making sure that I'm doing a good job. I've had a guy named Warbeard sit with me, do a seminar with me. And so I try to, every time I get in the ring, remember what he told me.
So you have other referees that critique your reffing and tell you, how to improve. How many referees other than Warbeard? How many referees have sat down with you and talk refereeing? Do you guys get together after a show or something and talk about some of the things that happened and what you could do better?
Oh yeah, I talk to especially Warbeard more than anybody. He's offered for me to hit him up anytime I want to discuss things and anything I think I may have done wrong. So that's been helpful. I know I've reached out a couple times to Margie and talked to her.
Okay, I got you. Daryl Hatley said, "What's up, Scott and Ben? How you doing, Daryl?" Playa said, "Odell Lowe is Scott Larson scared of DOC?" No, I'm not scared of DOC. Trust me, I am nowhere scared of DOC. Do you remember a small little clique called, let me see, The Uprise? We weren't scared of you either, brother. Trust me, there might come a time there's an uprise on its way. It might come to Excalibur. You better be careful. Just saying. Daryl said, "I'll come to ACW and work with you. Just let me know." There you go. You got another guy. Player said, "Who?" Okay, you'll see. You will see. That's what they said before, and look what happened. Other than me breaking my toe, it was a pretty good night. So have you ever gotten injured in the ring doing your thing up there, refereeing and stuff like that? Have you ever went home and had a nurse injury? I mean, refs have to be pretty agile in the ring. They got to be in the right spot for the count. They got to make sure the shoulders are down. I mean, you got to be quick and nimble.
Yeah, I do pretty good. I try to keep. I get every day. I try to get better at it. Get my mobility a little bit better. I think the only time I've been hurt was last week. So,
well, that was on purpose, though. That wasn't just you doing your job. That was somebody physically laying their hands on you. There's a big difference there.
Yeah, but that's the only time I've been physically. If you're talking about injured or hurt for anything, yeah, that's about the only time I was. So, yeah.
Right. Have you ever, other than, of course, what's going on now with Outlaw, have you ever had to like physically pull a competitor off of another? Did you have to, like, you're giving them the count and they won't even stop after the 5 count? You have to like physically remove them from another. Have you ever had a situation like that?
I haven't run into that problem much, man. I have a lot of the guys that I've refed for are respectful to what I ask from them and follow the rules. Unfortunately, there are some out there, as you clearly can see, who can't follow any rules.
Players and Uprise can mop the floors at Excalibur. Okay, we'll take those mops and crack them over your head, too. I'm just saying. But thanks for the invite. And Outlaw said I put a knot on his fat head. He's talking about you, man.
Oh, I know.
So are you even scared a little bit that Outlaw is going to follow through on what he said in his promo and come out and put you out?
No, I'm not worried about it because, like I said,
his suspension isn't going to stop him. So doesn't that scare you a little bit?
No, not really. I would be nervous, but like I said earlier, I've got an ace in the hole. So.
Oh my gosh. The Bassmaster said, "Who invited the coffee drinking, donut eating, the pig Outlaw to hashtag truth?" Wow. I wonder, I wonder if Outlaw's mother even likes him. That's a good question. I forgot to ask him when he was on the show last week. Because he's got a face that only a mother can love, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Oh my gosh, it's been
a
great time.
You know what, Scott? I was kind of surprised that he was on there last week. I thought your podcast, as it clearly says, hashtag truth, indie wrestling. I was surprised to see a non-indie wrestler on your show.
You better be careful. Sunday's coming quick, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You better grow eyes in the back of your head, man. I mean, you are a referee. You got them blind eyes. You know, you're used to being, pushed away and taken to the other corner. You don't want to do that with Outlaw out there now.
I'm watching Outlaw, but I'm not too worried about him, man. I'm not at all.
He keeps correcting everybody. He's telling everybody he's not a cop. He's a bounty hunter. Get it right.
He's not a cop. He's not even a bounty hunter. He's a what is it? A rent-a-cop?
Rent-a-cop? You would think someone who has anything to do with the law, he would be respectful to an official. There you go. There you go. That's finally somebody who makes sense, without a doubt, man. I mean, it's crazy the way some of these things go, man. It's just amazing how all these wrestlers are valiant. Now, you guys have a couple of tournaments going on, man. Tell me about Excalibur and the tournaments that are going on or are about to go on.
Well, we've had last week, we had the start of our heavyweight tournament, the start of our TV tournament. They're going to, both the TV and the TV title tournament will be concluding this week. And we'll be starting this week also, I think, the Cruiserweight title tournament.
Okay. And I think the tag team tournament, because unfortunately, one of the tag teams that did a great promo, Black Society, the audio got kind of messed up. So I wasn't going to do them an injustice and put it on here. If you want to see that, go to Black Society's Facebook page. It's on there, or go to Excalibur Facebook page. You can see it on there. It's a great promo, but unfortunately, when I put it in my hashtag truth video thing here, the audio was just horrible. You couldn't even understand a word they were saying. So unfortunately, we couldn't get that one out there. But yeah, go check that out. So there's a tag team tournament coming up also.
Yep.
So give us I'm hearing rumors that of some of the tag teams that might be showing up there. Do you know of any other tag teams that are coming?
Well, I know Black Society is going to be there. I know Perfect Vision will be there. But the rest of it, we're going to have to keep underneath our hats. And if you guys want to see who all those teams are, you're going to have to tune into Facebook or come down to 634 Center Drive and link it to North Carolina and see those tag teams and see the show.
Outlaw said, "You mean the Bleak Society?"
See, he has no sense. He wants to pick a fight with Black Society now.
And Playa is correcting you. He said it's the junior heavyweight title, you jabroni.
See what I have to work
with? Margie says, we referees always work hard at our best in the ring so no one won't get hurt. We do our job doing our job. We do our best doing our job. There you go. Yeah. I can read English. Really, I can. English is my first language. I promise. So, yeah, I mean, so have you ever left a show and said, man, it's too hard to ref this show, man. These wrestlers here just don't want to listen to anything I say. Have you ever left and just said, man, I'm never going back to this show? I mean, I don't want you to name a show, but have you ever left like that?
Yeah.
That expression says it all, brother. That expression's worth 1,000 words right there, without a doubt. All right, guys, we're going to be right back after this short message from none other than this show here, hashtag truth. There you go. Short and sweet, man. If you are a wrestler or anything involved in independent professional wrestling, get a hold of me on my Facebook page. I would love to put you on hashtag truth. So, Ben, what do you think about hashtag truth, man? It's not too hard to get on here and answer questions, is it? The hot seat isn't too hot for you, is it?
No, it's not. I do want to, I've said this to you before in the past. You know, I don't know if anybody's ever said it to you publicly, but I appreciate what you do for, the workers and for guys like us to get us out here and get us exposure, man. I mean, if it wasn't for shows like yours and other shows, some people wouldn't even know who we are and care. So thank you for doing this.
Well, I appreciate it, man. And there are other great shows out there, man. There's Doc Payne out there. There's Jordan Payne. I mean, there's a lot of Paynes out there that do wrestling podcasts. But yeah, they have some great shows. Smash the Mat is another one. If you have never watched Smash the Mat, I would definitely go over there and watch them guys. Every once in a while, you'll see me share podcast my page. If I enjoy watching a podcast, I'll watch it for a few minutes. If I enjoy it, I'll throw it up on my page. I have no problem promoting the other indie wrestling podcasts because we're all one big family, man. Wrestling is one big family. What do you think about that?
It's true. There are shows that you go to and you feel that way, and then there's some that you don't feel like it. They just feel like it's a job.
Right, without a doubt. Wow, there's a lot of people talking, man. Jack Morgan said, "See, Scott, yours truly is in the finals for the TV championship, but my opponent decided to back out and not face the Bassmaster. So I told Excalibur that I will not win this way. I want to earn it, so I've issued an open challenge to anyone on Excalibur Championship Wrestling roster for the TV championship. So be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, Bassmaster. You never know who's going to step out." And Outlaw Fashion said, blah, blah, blah. So let me ask you this. I know you're supposed to be impartial. You're a referee, but as a fan, you get to ref a lot of great matches. You get to see a lot of great people in our industry. Name some of your favorites that you've seen through your reffing and going to other shows, man. Name some of your favorite indie wrestlers out there.
Jack Insane, Elijah Proctor. I like one of the guys that helped to train me as a ref, Odell Lowe. I like watching him. Of course, I like watching my partner wrestle and everything. He puts on a good show. But one of the other guys I enjoy watching, I finally got to watch at a show, was White Mike.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Gymnasty Boys, yes.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining. He had the fans into that match and everything like that, so I thought that was pretty cool. I like good old Amp.
Right.
I think he cut some great promos and everything like that. So I would love to have him eventually be able to come do a show for Excalibur. I think he'd be a entertaining guy.
Right, without a doubt. Now, I always heard from everybody who's ever talked to me about professional wrestling that referees should be seen and not heard. What do you feel about that?
Should we be seen and not heard? I mean, we have a certain role.
In other words, if you're doing your job, we don't know you're there except for the 1, 2, 3 count.
Well, yeah, I don't think the focus should be from a standpoint of fans, that it should be on us. It should be on the wrestlers and the workers. I do feel that we are there to do our jobs and everything like that, but to keep law and order. So other than that, no, I just feel like we are just there for the show and to count the 1, 2, 3 sometimes, because people aren't paid to see us. They're paid to see the wrestlers.
Without a doubt, man. Max Carnage, the creepy one, is here. How you doing, Max? Outlaw says, "You mean Jax, you schlub." He does. I don't think Outlaw likes anybody, man. Outlaw, is there anybody that you like? I just want to ask you that. I know we're interviewing Ben Wolfe, but do you like anybody other than yourself? Aftershock said, "Pro wrestling is a family. However, you do have those third cousins that just don't get along from time to time, but it's a family. And I believe you protect each other and the biz, which includes the podcast. of such, in my opinion. Thank you very much, Robert. I appreciate everything that you just said. That is true. Us podcasters stick together, and it's our job to make you guys look better, and we take our job very seriously, without a doubt. And I'm going to say this because I believe I should put it out there. Let me tell you something about this guy right here that's sitting right over here. Scott Larson, outside of this podcast, had a problem a couple weeks back. This man over here solved my problem in a heartbeat. I ain't going to tell you how he did it, but just like that. I said I had a problem. I said I can't do something. He solved my problem. That's what brotherhood's about. That's what family and wrestling and everything should be about. And we do it for each other. And that's a great thing. And I want to publicly thank you, Ben Wolfe, for helping me and my family out.
Hey, it was not a problem. It was not a problem at all. You're like a brother to me, so it was the least I could do to help you out, sir. And I had no problem doing it.
There you go. Billy said Outlaw should be a ref. Now, that would be something I'd love to see if Outlaw was a guest referee.
Well, look here. Let's not go there.
No.
If you guys go back and it was a benefit show in November, he came out and threatened to taser me. And if you watch him do the refereeing, he did the most horriblest job refereeing. So we know he can't wrestle, and we know he can't referee. He just needs to leave the business.
So you wouldn't let Outlaw be a guest referee in any match?
Look here, the best I could do for Outlaw, honestly, is maybe sweep the ring after the show.
You said that's the only thing Outlaw's good for is sweeping, huh?
Yeah, sweeping the ring after the show. That's about all I can trust him to do and do right.
Oh, my gosh. I got you, man, without a doubt. All right, we're going to do one more break. We're going to take one more break. We're going to do a commercial here from Excalibur Championship Wrestling. Then we're going to come back, and we're going to find out where we can find Ben Wolfe in the future, now, on the internet, the whole 9 yards. So we will be right back.
The unleashing of a force beyond your imagination. The awakening of Excalibur. Face your fist.
I'm not going to lie to y'all. Those commercials are not only informative, but they give me time to refill my coffee. So I think it's awesome. So Ben Wolfe, tell me, where can we find Ben Wolfe and the shows that you represent and everywhere you're going to be? Where can we find you on social media and where you're going to be at in the future?
Well, you can find me on social media at Ben Wolfe 2. In the future, I'm going to be refereeing still for Titan. I've got a show tomorrow with CEW. I've got a show Sunday with Excalibur. I've also do shows with New Blood Championship Wrestling, NAWA. Going to be, like I said earlier, I'll be doing shows with Rapid. I'm hoping to, I've had a conversation with them to potentially ref at American Lucha Wrestling. And in March, I'm supposed to do a show for Ring Wars Carolina.
That's awesome, man. Get yourself out there, man. The more shows, the merrier, man. You're out there more than some wrestlers I know. That's awesome.
Well, I enjoy what I'm doing, and I have a good time doing it. So I've been fortunate enough to, get out there to other shows. I've had people say I'm good at doing this, and I'm probably my hardest critic. I keep telling them, I'm just okay. I'm just okay.
Right, without a doubt. Well, I think you're better than okay, and you're getting better every time you get out there. The more experience you get, the better you're getting. I don't know if you were there. I can't remember, but I believe you were at a show where Gene Reffin Perry was at. Were you not?
Yes, sir.
Did you happen to sit down with Gene Perry and pick his brain for a little while? Because he's been reffing for quite a while. He is a great referee.
Yeah, I've talked to Gene before. Gene actually is a ref for Excalibur Championship Wrestling.
There you go. He wrestles at, but he's another referee that, he does the traveling. He does HWA. He does, other shows, have Red Bull travel when it comes to you guys, just like wrestlers. And people don't really understand that you guys have the same schedule that a lot of wrestlers do. You do a lot of traveling. How far is the farthest you've traveled from your home to go be a referee?
Well, most I've ever traveled is like 45 minutes. If I get to go to work for Ring Wars Carolina, that's almost 2.5 hours for me. And then I think when I'll be going to Cleveland for Rapid in May, that will definitely be the furthest I've gone.
Right, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Outlaw said, Ben eats family dinners by himself. He's the reason kids are starving. Playa said, oh, my God, Ben, shut up. You're worse than Mushmouth from the Fat Albert cartoon series. Outlaw said, you'll be at Denny's putting them out of business. Playa said he found you on petfinder.com under the lost dog section. Oh, my gosh, man. These guys are –
what I have to work with?
Yeah, I see that, man. I was about to ask, how do you work with these people?
Well, I work with my partner well because I like his personality, but, he just wants to constantly rib me and jab me. I can't really work with outlaws. I just can't stand them in general.
Well, the ones that rib you, that are jokingly ribbing you and not beating the tar out of you like Outlaw, those are your brothers. That's a brotherly thing in wrestling. You're going to get ribbed all the time.
I'm very fortunate in that I have a lot of people that, that are actually genuinely my friends in this business. So I've been lucky to make those genuine friendships with certain guys.
Without a doubt, man. He's still ribbing you. He said the biggest city you've ever been to is Walmart. Oh, my gosh. I love it. I love it. These guys, Outlaw says he's not done. He's going to hurt you. Uh-oh. Watch out.
Now, you said you like to watch other podcasts, don't you, Scott?
Right.
You know Kicking It with Pain?
Yeah, Doc Payne. That's who I was talking about earlier. Yeah.
Okay, well, next Thursday I will be on his show.
Oh, I will definitely be tuning in there. So go ahead and plug that too.
Yeah, so that's next Thursday at 7:00. I'll be on that show.
There you go. Ben Wolfe will be on Doc Payne's Kicking It with Payne next Thursday. That's great, man. The more shows you guys do like this, the better. I love when wrestlers, referees, and everybody comes on shows like this. It helps them out. A referee doesn't have to worry about, too many, interviews or doing promos and things like that. But I like interviewing them because they are a part of the show. Whether or not they're supposed to be seen or they're supposed to be a big part, they are part of the show. Without a referee, you can't have a wrestling match, at least most wrestling matches. I mean, there's a few that you do have without them, but few and far between. You got to have a referee for a show to go.
Well, it helps. I think your show helps that you've been putting refs on there. It helps us more get out there and get exposed, because a lot of people don't even recognize us on shows. All they're interested in is wrestlers. Being able to do certain podcasts on them, it helps us get out there and people to want to get touch base with us and see if we want to work their shows and if we can.
Well, if you do it right, though, you can get a name in the business like Hugh Hebner and referees like that. I mean, there are big time referees out there who make big time money. Yeah. They do their job. They're very professional. They go in, they do what they got to do, and they got to leave. And every once in a while, they take a thumping just like you did with Outlaw. You know what I'm saying? But they get back up and they keep doing their job. And I'm pretty sure all the other refs that are watching right now would definitely agree with me there. You all right?
Yeah.
You kind of laid back. I just want to make sure you're all right.
Oh yeah, I'm doing good.
Player said you are legit one piece of padding away from a helmet. I have a feeling there's going to be some interesting talks right after this show.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
I'm not putting that up there, Outlaw. I'm sorry. That one will not go up there. That's crossing the line, buddy. That's crossing the line. I can't put that one up there. So we're going to do one more quick hashtag commercial. We'll be right back, and then we're going to say our goodbyes to Ben Wolfe. Thank you, Ben, for coming. Let me cue this commercial, and then we'll come back and we'll say adios to everybody. We'll be right back after these words from L&L Fence Company.
L&L Fence Company, specializing in custom fencing from wood and aluminum to chain link. 9331 Albemarle Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Give them a call today for your free estimate. 704-563-9544. L&L Fence Company, the king in custom fencing.
There you go, man. So what do you have to say to all these guys out here who are looking at a young referee like you who's young in the business and learning to do your thing? What would you tell them to do in order to get into business? What would be the first step that they would need to do to become a referee if they ever wanted to be one?
Find a good qualified referee to train them. That'd probably be the first step. To try to find somebody good in this business, but doing it a while and who's willing to train you.
Without a doubt. Margie, it wasn't what you just said, but before when I was talking about referees, she says, I agree with you. I love you, Margie. I'm glad. She was another referee I had on hashtag truth. And we've had a good time and you know, referees, like I said, man, referees are a huge part of the show. That's why I want to have them on hashtag. And I'm glad you came on tonight and answered all our questions and had to put up with Outlaw and Playa and Odell Lowe and everybody else who was on here ribbing you for a while. You definitely are a big man like me, so you can kind of do this just like I do. I mean, yeah. I've got haters out there. I've got this legend out there who keeps doing videos on me and telling me how I'm fat and I drink too much and eat too much. But that's okay. We're going to have him on next week. And Scott, he gets to sit down in the hot seat.
Look, there's nothing wrong with you. But, you know, I've told you 100 times every time I see you. The only problem with you is that thing on your head.
My hair?
No, your hat.
That's never my hat, man. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
The only thing that's wrong with you is that hat you wear.
Oh, there you go, man. All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming, Ben, man. I appreciate it. Can't wait to see you. I will see you this weekend for some of the shows up there in Lincolnton. Much respect for you and what you do for the business, man, and keep doing good things.
Thank you for having me, sir. I appreciate it.
Without a doubt. We're going to end it like this, man. Come up to Lincolnton, North Carolina right now. All the shows that are going on there, they're all great. They're all special in their own way. You got Excalibur, you got Titan Wrestling Southside. You've got all kinds of shows that are playing right there at the center arena. And right in the middle of it is a little ref that's hardly seen, but we'll be taking the Outlaw out pretty soon. And that is Ben Wolfe. And that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.